Okej, dzień dobry. Dokumentacja wspaniałej konferencji CDP-u. Półtora roku oczekiwań. I...
Has it really come to this, Night City?
To jest najgorsze, nie widzę żadnej różnicy. Nie wiem, czego oczekiwać. Czy teraz zmniejszyli obszar dorysowywania się? Tak? O to chodzi? Kurde, nie wiem, o co chodzi, powiem szczerze.
Got a guy I need gone. Used to be iron for hire. Still acts like it. But the eddies are worth the risk, trust me. Need more intel, check the attachment. Waiting on your sync. Thanks.
Może dodali smog? Nie, mam pizzę na szczęście. Co to za pieski są tam? Ciekawe, śmieszne.
Whoa! Think fleas like you just get in for free?
You got VIP rooms here? You know, for private shindigs?
Reserved for the boss and co.
Think you could use a little more company?
Że gra pokazuje, jak chodzi na konsoli. I kiedyś też takie zrobili prezentacje i potem to nie było podobne w niczym do tego, jak chodziła naprawdę.
Here.
Coś się zmieniło? To jakby było mniej klatek, ale to mniejsza z tym już.
Sweet Jesus. You hear that? Do you hear what they're playing?
Each to their own, Johnny.
That's what peeps with bad taste always say.
Jakaś podróbka Żebrowskiego po angielsku. Dramat. Dzień dobry, jak ktoś dołączył teraz, oglądamy CDP, który w sumie nie wiadomo co robi. Miało być wejście na TikTok. Ale pokazują tą swoją starą grę. Jest na razie nowości, widziałem mgłę, chyba tego nie było w oryginale.
Music in here's god awful.
I like it. Beat keeps me awake.
Wanna have a word with your boss? Ian?
Oh, you're out of luck. He doesn't really like to talk.
I don't care if he likes to talk.
Aha, w tle mogą sąsiedzi zaraz włączyć solo wiertarkowe.
Just don't expect a friendly welcome.
Czyli co, lepiej chodzi na konsoli teraz? Bo w sumie... Subtelnych różnic nie wychwycę, bo grę grałem rok temu ponad ostatni raz. Kto tak w grze chodzi wolno?
Fuck you going? VIP areas for VIPs.
No, the boss, we're tight.
Boss knows a lot of peeps. Sure as shit ain't tight with a single one.
Yeah,
But boss said to let nobody in. Wants some alone time. So cut the act.
Ty, faktycznie zmieniliś teraz to z Series S. Jezu, teraz zobaczyłem. Nie widać żadnej różnicy. Może dlatego gorzej chodzi. Może jest 30 ten. Jezu, to bezsensowne hakowanie. I po co to było robić? Patrz, jakie nieliniowe questy. Dobra, liczę, że się skończy jakimś pościgiem. Teraz się zmieniło Xbox X, tak? Jest 60 klatek.
quiet down, or I'll have to cut our convo short.
Oh, I get it. Got a bounty on my head, have I? Who hired you? Militech? Asukaga? Or was it that wanker, Dino?
Sit down, Jack. I'm extending a fucking courtesy here. The fact that you're still alive means I'm open to parley.
Parlez-vous, go fuck yourself. Chit-chats for assholes. So let's get it over and done with. You versus me. Come on.
Say you win. Say you put me out of commission. You think your problems will just vanish into thin air? You crawled under a lot of people's skin. Said so yourself. Militech, Asukaga, Dino. They won't stop till your head falls at their feet.
So what? I'm supposed to blow my fucking brains out?
No. All you have to do is leave Night City. I'll tell him you took lead between the eyes and none will be the wiser. You can start over. A brand new life.
Yeah? Start with what? Everything I got's here. My club, the staff, my girls.
And everyone who wants you dead. This isn't a multiple fucking choice. You're living on borrowed time.
Shit. Motherfucking bleeding cunt asshole.
Was that a yes?
Czy
or
była ta misja?
no?
Nie, chyba nie. Zakładam, że pokazują coś nowego.
Tell him the job's done.
Czy gość nie rzuca cienia? Cienie są problematyczne w grach, bo to może tak być, że akurat było takie oświetlenie. Ale screen space'y bolesne. Dobra. A ta misja była, mówicie, tak? Zaraz, była. A, to dobra, okej. Czyli pokazują starą misję. Myślałem, że coś się postarali. Moment. Muszę kliknąć. To na szczęście CDP-u.
I see you were following.
Szczerze, to mogłoby chodzić na PS4 bez problemu. Nie wygląda to jakoś ani super, ani nic. Pokazują grę taki fragment. Zamknięte pomieszczenia i... Czy oglądałem tech demo Horizona? Nie, oglądałem filmiki. Z chęcią sprawdzę zaraz. Hakowanie zbalansowane jak zawsze. Pamiętam. Jezu, raz non-letal, teraz letal. W to grali marketingowcy. Raz zdejmuje, ma super moce hakerskie, teraz strzela. Nie, może chcą pokazać, że nie ścina, tak? Bo nie wiem, jak chodziło na konsoli.
Yo, piss on me. Yo, we are...
Czy grę opłaca się włączać? Ja czekam na jakieś informacje, co tu się dzieje tak naprawdę. Czy to jest tylko na konsolę, czy na PC-ty, czy będzie nowa kurtka?
Heard whispers monster bit the concrete. Nicely done. Gig's sealed. Your boy Dino needs a drink. Later, V.
Miasto puste, ale zakładamy, że jest noc.
Night and good luck.
Nie.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Red Streams 2.
what you just saw
Dobra,
was
nie.
the first look at gameplay from next-gen consoles of Cyberpunk 2077, and if you would like to see some more, you can head to our YouTube channel soon to watch the whole gameplay from the next-gen consoles. We will be talking to you today about patch 1.5 and next-gen update. As you
Yes,
probably...
finally.
Yeah. But before we get into it, let's maybe introduce ourselves. So my name is Alicia, I'm a community manager. With me is Amelia, who's a senior community manager, and she's gonna be playing the game for us today.
Nikt was nie chce oglądać.
We also have Filip Marcinkowski, our gameplay QA,
Hello, my friends.
and Paweł Sasko, the quest director.
Yes, so as you know, I'm just a random dude with internet connection, but
Jezu,
I'm
nie
really,
comedy relief, to jest chyba to
happy
wszystko.
and excited to show you guys what we have in store.
Yes, and we have a lot of surprises prepared. So first of all, we're gonna be talking about patch 1.5 that is coming to all of the platforms that Cyberpunk is available at.
Exactly.
And it also brings the next-gen update for PS5 and Xbox Series S and X, as well as a few free DLCs on top
Jezu,
of
to jest
that.
gorsze niż moje podcasty. Babka
Yes, and we will basically walk through those.
nawet nie
Yes,
pamięta, o czym ma
so
gadać.
Majority of the fixes and upgrades and features that you will see in this stream are coming to all
Ciekawe,
of the
czy Marcinkowski ma
available
medal za premierę.
platforms. But the
Świetną
next-gen
robotę.
upgrade obviously concerns the next-gen platforms. Anyway, maybe we should just jump in and show you the changes that we prepared.
Okay.
No,
Exactly.
bo nie było ich widać. Może, czekamy.
Yeah,
Zaczyna
exactly.
się.
So, as you guys see, like we heard online a lot of feedback regarding the perks, right,
Jezu, nie.
everything surrounding that. So, one of the works that we've been doing to actually
Nie.
completely redo it, rethink it, and look back and think exactly like how we can actually do it better. And there's
Oni coś brali
other
przed
stuff
tym.
that changed.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, we completely reworked our perk trees. But the first thing you should notice here is
Yeah.
that all of perks point are unassigned, and player, if you continue your playthrough on this patch, you are able to redistribute them once more, because our changes were so vast that we have
Zrast.
to get all perks back to the player.
Okay, so when I load my save game, basically I need to go back and redistribute. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Saśko zaraz pikawa pęknie od tych prochów, żeby był
And,
pobudzony.
Basic idea behind our changes in trees, in perks, was to rebalance the game, the combat in game, to make it more fair, as well
Dobra.
as get rid of
Ile im to
some
zajmie?
not
Bo to jest
that
jakiś
useful perks.
graj na
That,
czas.
For example, this infamous perk about preventing detection underwater. So we,
I mean, so that was my favorite one. I was always using it, so
yeah,
it's a pity it's
unfortunately, you were the only one.
gone. I was the only one that was using it. Okay.
As always.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find a new favorite.
Yeah, so we scrap them and add some new that we find more interesting.
Okay. So I expect like that I can now
Tak
basically
głośniej.
make my like dildo build really effective, right? That's
Boże,
basically what
nie.
you're going to tell me, Philip.
Yes. We make sure that your dildo build will be effective as never before.
Dildo build to jest kariera w CDP,
What other
kurde.
specific examples
Masakra,
can we
Boże, nie, to
show
jest
our
żenada.
viewers now?
For example, in cool perk trees, we've got ninjutsu instead of stealth.
Okay.
And here is the perk dagger dealer, and it reintroduced our throwing knife combat loop. But we will
Combat
elaborate on
loop.
this later.
Boże.
And this in this tree we've got this perk about being detected underwater, blah blah blah.
Dokładnie,
Now
bla,
you
bla,
have,
bla, to jest...
looking sharp
Wreszcie szczerze o
perk
tym patrzu.
that enhances throwing knives, basically.
Looking sharp.
Yep.
Well,
And
we will
here-
check it out.
And here we have Cold Blood perk tree, as you can see. And this is perk Bloodswell. Previously, it gains only immunities for the player, like immunity for burning, poison, etc. And now we gave you a new ability to survive final blow. So if you think about it, you can build around that different playstyle, let's say.
Ja nie wytrzymam.
We encourage you to play more aggressive, to play fast, not to use covers,
To się bierze program, który się nazywa Paint albo Photopea się robi. Było, jest, jakie są zmiany, a nie, że kurde, nikt już nie pamięta, co te perki robiły. Tak, Saśko pierwszy raz będzie mógł zagrać w grę drugi raz. Masakra, nie?
Exactly, and I gave you only a few examples of our changes, but there's a lot more there, and I encourage you to check them, try them.
I mean, definitely, guys, when you boot up the game after 1.5, remember to check out the perks,
Nie,
check
nie.
out what we changed, what we rebalanced, and redistribute all your perks.
Znajdź
because
5
otherwise you
różnic
can,
różniąc te
get one shot by a
buildy.
random
To jest...
NPC.
Okay, you were mentioning the throwing knives, and I think it's the time to check it out in action. So I'm gonna equip one of those.
So basically, we make sure that you will no longer lose your knife once thrown. And
okay, so how does it work exactly? Like,
it works like a boomerang, let's say, because once you throw a knife, it gets back to you. And
okay, so it's like a classic cyber knife. I get it.
Okay, so this little circle in the middle shows us how long it takes it to come back.
It's a cooldown for coming back. And it's different regardless of depending on rarity of the knife. So if you got legendary knife, it will come back faster.
I had no idea. Okay, this is really awesome. Cool. And this UI element basically that is appearing now at the center, right after throwing the knife.
Yeah, it shows you when it get back.
Gdybym chciał skompromitować sztuczną inteligencję, to bym dokładnie pokazał tę scenę. Boże, nie. Kto pomyślał, że to będzie fajne? Play fast.
I see, so I don't have to like wait for a knife to be back, I can just approach it and grab it, right? Okay.
Tak, quest designer odkrywa możliwości, jakie daje gra. Nie, to jest masakra. Żeby to były jakieś randomy, nie wiem, z ulicy, ale jest quest designer, gość od QA i Boże, masakra.
Boom, headshot.
Yeah, but actually we were speaking about the knife
I tyle z buildu, tak?
But there are also a lot of changes to the combat AI of NPCs in general. So would you guys like to elaborate on that?
Yeah. There's a lot of changes that makes AI in combat more effective, let's say.
Widać, Boże.
Enemies react better to player actions. They find covers more effectively.
Tak, właśnie. Gość stoi na środku. O Jezu, nie, proszę, to nie jest na serio. Gdyby jakiś ten... Aż dziennik chciał ośmieszyć, to by tak zrobił. Przecież to jest...
Yeah, and I really want to like in this point like just give a lot of credit to our gameplay team.
Osioł ze
They did
Shreka. No.
a ton of small changes here to basically make the NPCs be more clever, be more effective during combat, and we really like encourage you to just give it a shot, try it out, you know, see what actually now NPCs can do, and you know how fluid the combat feels now.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, są tak, fajnie.
I think those guys left some motorbike bikes.
Czekam.
No,
Dziś pewnie, może to będzie jakaś zmiana.
You wanna grab it or something?
Yeah, I wanna take this.
Yellow one.
Take this one. Yellow.
Yellow,
okay,
please.
Let's take yellow.
Wybory w Cyberpunku.
We like yellow.
Yeah. So here is a first change. We've got neon rims now in every bike in the game.
Yeah. So it's a basically a small add-on, so to say. But how do you actually cycle through that, Amelia? How did you like enable that?
So I pretty much pressed left stick on the controller, but if you play on your keyboard, it pretty much just press
A jak grasz na macie do tańczenia, to wciskasz górę i dół. Boże.
So in cars, E is for toggling lights, and on bikes you turn your neon rims on. Yeah, and it's a
we can do something more. I see with our.
Wait, I haven't seen that before.
No bo nie grałaś w to, nikt nie mógł grać, babo, Boże. Nie wierzę.
Because in 1.5 patch, there is a lot of changes about driving model in our game.
Yeah, we can see what Amelia can do now.
Yeah, so here you can see a reworked burnout model, but you can do it more easily and have a little fun with burning out. It works.
And I can do it on the cars and the motorcycles, right?
Yeah, every changes are about bikes and cars as well. So
okay, you mentioned cars, and I have to check it out.
Yeah, and,
Yeah,
and
okay.
the driving model generally
zobaczmy.
is more predictable. The vehicles feel a little bit heavier.
Vehicles.
We make braking better. We simulate ABS, for example. Also, there is opportunity to perform drifts when you
Płotka
take
widzę
the
działa po
corners.
staremu.
Exactly, and I feel like the suspension also feels better in the cars.
Widzę, że
Yeah,
NPC omijają korki po staremu.
Exactly, and suspension was added to the traffic cars as well. So you can observe that they moving on the suspension.
Okay,
But
that's cool.
what I recommend is each model of car.
Nie patrz tam, Karolina, czy jak to się nazywa.
And it encouraged me to try different models and find the
Czemu to nie 1 kwietnia tego nie puścili?
Yeah, someone didn't like my car and just crashed it.
Tak.
This is definitely something for the community to try out for themselves and check out like which car would be their favorite,
przetestujcie
which would
nam.
feel the best.
Jezu, nie.
But there is one thing I noticed that Amelia actually called a lot of vehicles and they
Amelia is
landed
called,
in different
tak?
places, so they
Jezu, nie, Boże.
don't crash at one place right now anymore.
Yeah, I mean, so we know that it was a bug, right? Like we know that it was a bug that needs addressing, and of course, we took care of it. So finally, it works properly right now.
Yeah.
But I'm also seeing more changes actually right now when Amelia's driving.
Yeah, one of
In first person.
One of the major improvements
Major,
is that,
czekaj, dobij
is
mnie.
visibility in first-person perspective when we're driving a car. So
Yeah.
we tweak them, and now you can see the road in each model. So you can enjoy first-person view when driving and enjoy these beautiful dashboards that I
Exactly,
really,
yeah,
really
beautiful
like.
interiors. Yeah, I remember. I think the Villafort was like particularly bad before.
Yeah.
That like I couldn't see shit from the car. I also was like so low that I felt like my ass is like brushing the asphalt, literally.
Yeah.
So, so I'm glad that actually like I can now
Tak,
enjoy
po
it
roku,
in
nie.
first person. Because before it was kind of challenging to drive in first person.
And
Yeah,
it was a pity because this car was a reward from one of the missions.
Pity to jest.
and
It was
now
a
you
pity
can-
to jest
you can
kurde
feel it.
podtytuł. Cyberpunk, it was a pity.
100%.
And yeah, and we can do the burnout as we can see, do the donut as well in the cars, right?
Oh, I definitely need to
Boże,
try it
jak
once.
to wygląda w ogóle?
Because this looks freaking amazing. I wouldn't be able to do it in
Wygląda
real life,
jakby-
but here.
Maybe
I-
it's,
You should try. You should try.
it's safer this way to not do it in real life.
Maybe one day.
I mean,
I will show you later.
You need to
Okay.
talk to the dudes by my window, because people do exactly that, in Warsaw. So, hey,
yes.
that unfortunately happens. But we have also done more changes, when it comes to the crowds and traffic in
Jezu,
general,
nie.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. The
We-
AI.
We make the city more living, let's say that. For example, we introduced aggressive crowds.
Yeah, exactly.
Crowds that can react to your action, your aggressive action. And here you can see that one of the crowd starts shooting at you because you point car.
Okej, co się
gun
stało?
at the crowd.
They actually aggroed some of the normal
Bouncers.
of the bouncers of the club.
Yeah. So
Thank you, guys.
Że to jest po prostu
it's a
game
pretty cool
dev
thing,
dla
like, just it
przedszkolaków,
brings up a
tak?
bit more reactivity and life,
Jak
to
oglądam
the
do
city,
Unity
the fact that,
tutoriale do
like,
AI,
some
tak
of
wyglądają.
the crowds, some of the people are
Agro.
actually armed,
Lekcja
and they may
pierwsza.
decide to actually
Boże, co
attack
to
you
jest?
at the moment when they like threaten them in some ways.
Damy teraz tutaj
And
jednostkę,
here you can see
damy
that
drugą i
animation of
spróbujemy
running
ich
is
zagrować.
more
Co
smooth,
to?
let's say. Running crowds no longer
Tak, ten
on stream when you turn camera away.
Yeah, like they don't disappear, they don't despawn basically when you like make a 360 basically. This is what you're saying.
It was
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
We could actually see them running the other way from you once we
My,
went
nie,
further than
Boże,
them.
co to jest za ten...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jakby to
And
był jakiś
also,
studencki projekt, nie?
we
To
introduced
tak
changes
wygląda.
in crowds, but also in traffic. So we've got
Oh, okay. So
We-
let's look at what happens to the traffic then.
we call it panic driving, and basically we do the same as
Panic
crowds.
game dev, tak to
so
można nazwać.
drivers can react to players' actions. They can drive away from the player if you are aggressive towards them.
Yeah,
Or-
that's an example of just like simply gang attacking us and following us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okej.
But
Okay, I need more cars, guys. I need more cars. I
Yeah,
need
exactly.
to...
Like, so I think we can showcase something else, right? Like
Yeah.
our our cycle.
dzieje?
Oh, you can't skip time because you're
Sąsiad nie ogląda tego, to wierci.
Yeah, you need to get
You have
away.
to kill them all.
Let's
or kill
go.
them
No,
all.
I'm just gonna kill this
Kill 'em
guy.
Aha, ty, ciekawostka, gdzie policja, no? Tak przy okazji.
Right now, when you cycle to
Zabiłeś
the,
tutaj pół tłumu?
time, which I think Amelia actually can do right now,
Yes.
is that the crowds will actually change. And here you have one of our quality of life improvements.
Yeah, we redesigned the UI of the skip time mechanic,
Yeah.
so you
Pięknie.
can now more clearly see which time you will be skipping to.
And you don't have to do the math, which
Yeah.
which hour will be when you skip 6 hours forward.
Yeah, so I see that we skipped time to like the middle of the day, and now the streets are actually more full than they were
Yeah.
during the night.
Yeah. Crowds and traffic is
Oh wow,
reloaded.
this bye just drove over that guy.
Poor fella.
Tak samo się cieszyłem w GTA 3, jak to się, takie rzeczy działy.
This is Philip, would you have called just before a panic driving, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can see this guy exactly like because we have started shooting, he decided fuck this shit, I'm moving away
I'm
from
out.
here.
Yeah.
I mean they tried, but I can see that they even crashed a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the drivers can crash into obstacles and, for example, lose consciousness in front of the wheel. So
Yeah. The
it's
cars can crash into themselves. The crash can actually, I think, like drive over pedestrians as well. That also happens.
Co on gada?
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Samochody...
here you have an example of like that driver decided to get the hell out of here.
Out of here. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Amelia.
Amelia, do
I
you
think this guy is.
Oh yeah, he probably lost consciousness there.
Yeah.
Okay, Amelia, do you think
Consciousness.
maybe we've had enough of like mayhem in the middle of the city?
Mayhem.
Okay, I think it's. Whoa!
Oh, that's one of the examples actually when like during the panic driving they can actually drive on the pavement and drive on a pavement when, and of course, you know, they can
Nie, nie
drive
wierzę,
to
co się
the, you know,
dzieje.
lampposts and all that stuff when they try to get away from you. And you can also like, I think what Philip mentioned that you can also like follow them and basically see, you know,
Nice.
what those drivers do.
Okay, so but I see Amelia has opened the map to like find her way home, and we actually have a couple of changes on the map, like some new colors were added.
Nowe kolory mapy,
Yeah, so
super.
there's actually lots of like smaller quality improvements here that contribute to this picture. So first of all, of course, you know, the map in general was refreshed, the icons were replaced. Now you actually very clearly see the side content from the main content.
Yeah, so the side content is now this greenish hue, and the main quest, main gigs are still the yellow ones. So you can clearly see which ones are which.
Yeah, so basically the green color is from the fixers. So
Yes, some gigs.
Exactly.
Nie, goście tłumaczą kolory.
And you can see here, like basically undiscovered gigs are just gigs. This is basically boosting a bit of a sense of a discovery for you as a player. Okay, what it is. Before you could basically kind of tell, you know, what it is. Now, before you actually discover it, you don't know. But there is actually more.
Yes,
that
speaking
O,
of
jest jeszcze
fixers,
więcej, o.
right? Now
Yeah.
as we see Dino, he has the counter of the gigs that he can be completed for him, and besides that, we don't also get all of the gigs at once from the fixers. So we need to earn some standing by completing some gigs for them before they can give us more of those.
Exactly. That basically in general like contributes to this overall feeling of me as a player like SV in a mercenary night city actually progressing, you know, when I'm actually like gaining the street cred and gaining the experience in the city, doing the gigs and whatnot. I'm gaining that standing, as you can see, basically that reputation with a certain fixer.
Sąsiad mnie niestety na szczęście znieczula, ale zaraz...
More interesting jobs actually unlock as you progress.
Ściany z żelbetu są
They
problematyczne.
also,
Więc
they
ja mu
also
współczuję,
have
ale...
a reward for you once you complete all of the gigs for specific fixer, right?
Yes, that's true actually. So that basically is an encouragement for you as a player to actually try out. There are new rewards that we have added, a completely custom, pretty cool rewards that we have added for you to try out basically. So that a fixer will basically contact you and you know, you will know what to do and how to get your reward from there. I guess we don't have to spoil.
Yeah, and it's also worth mentioning that we added filters to the map, so you
Yes.
are
Filtry
not
są, nie.
overwhelmed with all icons at the same time. You can filter through them.
Yes, and the filters were visible at the left corner of the map just a moment ago. So you can like
Pokażą? Uwaga, Jezu, wspaniały
and
pokaz.
see the see all the side content, all the activities coming. So the white icons basically. So let's say vendors, or Ripper dogs, or whatnot. Joy toys, obviously.
You can custom them as well.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
it definitely declutters the map a lot, so you can only see the most important things that you are looking for at the moment. Anyway, as we are heading to home, maybe we should sum up a little bit. Yes, because we mentioned some of the changes that are coming with 1.5. The combat AI as well as crowd behavior and drivers AI is getting smarter. It's getting it has more diverse reactions to what it does in Night City. We also have
driving model. Don't forget about it.
Of course, that's very important. But also now we have working knife throwing, which actually brings the whole new playstyle to the game. We reworked a lot of perks and changed some stuff in the perk trees.
I have to mention one more thing. That not only combat is rebalanced, but also economy in the game. So you rewards are bigger. You get more cash. And prices are also rebalanced. So, for example, vehicles are not that expensive as in 1.3. So it's easier to buy stuff. For example, you don't have to choose between them, right?
I can finally get that achievement then.
Yeah, exactly.
And while we
Boże nie, można zrobić achievement, nie wierzę.
Wilson has something for us, because look at his store. It's like all red-ish.
It looks like sale. Looks like Wilson's sale.
Wilson is having a first sale. It seems that the inflation has hit him badly. So you can see here like a bunch of new decorations. Of course, we have like updated that bit. So what we can actually expect from Wilson now?
Well, first of all, let's just say that this is actually the first DLC that we are introducing in 1.5, because clearly we are adding some new stuff, and the new stuff are.
So pretty much, I sort of cheated before the stream, and I already visited Wilson. I'm sorry, but I already bought like 2 new weapons. So it's the guillotine in Umbra, but they come in like different colors, different rarities, as you can see. But I think we can do a little magic, skip time again, hope for the restock.
So basically, he has 2 new rifles with different appearances. We've got new scopes and muzzle brakes that enhances ricochet bullets.
Okay, so how does his shop work? Because like I see that after actually skipping this time and actually waiting a bit, it seems that his stock has changed, right? And we see this like new label, right, on those icons that basically communicate to the player that this is a new stock. But how basically the store works?
How it works?
This DLC is enabled at the basically at the beginning of the first act of the game. You have to meet Takemura at Tom Diners.
Oh yeah, don't leave him hanging, basically.
Don't leave him, please. Not like in the memes. And after this scene, we are informed by Wilson by text message that he has sale, and when we are approaching him for the first time, he got most of the items from DLC, and when we visit him later on, it will be randomized. So
and we can cheat that, as we see, like Amelia did, by simply skipping time, so he has time to restock on the guns and on the new stuff.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's guillotine, right?
Guillotine,
that's
right.
the guillotine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty
Amazing.
sweet.
Okay, but
Pretty sweet guillotine.
I think that our players can just like after getting the update, just have fun with it and just check out. We don't have to showcase everything because we like to leave some.
Bo więcej nie macie, Boże.
Undisclosed.
Pokazujecie 5 feature'ów przez pół
They're
godziny.
nice colors as well.
So you also can randomize them, cheat the time, like skip the time, and then you will get all of the new colors, like collect them all, right?
Yes.
as
I
we are
think we're
moving,
not that expensive either, so you can afford
yeah,
them.
as we are moving through the mega block, I just wanted to mention something. Like we have also done like one of the bigger quality of life improvements, which is actually option to reject holocaust. At the
Holocaust,
moment,
Boże, nie.
anyone from actually side content in the game will call you. Right now, as a player,
Holocaust
you have an option
rejection.
to reject it before it was not possible. And in that case, actually, just given NPC will follow up with you with a custom text message. In case of actually bigger and more important NPCs, those will be more customized messages and so on. I will leave it for you to discover, but it was an important change for us to make.
It is actually in settings that you can by default reject some of the calls, like the police commissioner or something.
And CPD dispatcher,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
You
dispatcher.
can actually
Regina
set it to
calls.
muted by default. Exactly.
Okay, can I go home now? I want some
we've
rest.
done enough.
Okay.
You are grounded.
It was busy day.
Jaki fajny, zgrany zespół, nie?
Well, I think, oh yeah, that's something that we definitely want to show you. It's being spoiled on the screen right now. So,
Not anymore.
not anymore. Basically what we added is the ability to change your appearance mid-game.
Co to znaczy? O Jezu, nie.
In the mirror in this apartment. So here we go. Change
Okay.
appearance.
But how does it work? So is
Mamy
it
fryzjerów w
right?
domu.
Like, is there
Nie
anything
wierzę.
to it?
Nie udało się dodać na mieście.
we
Dodali
have all the
fryzjerów po
options
prostu
that
jako
were
opcję.
available to you,
Nie.
Before, like, when it comes
Nie.
to hair color
Nie.
or makeup styles in the character creator, but we also added a bunch of new options for like hair or makeup and stuff like that. So as you can see now, we have a bunch of new colors. I think Amelia is gonna choose one of them because they're come on. they're
GTA San
beautiful.
Andreas ciągle na
Okay, so
topie.
just, yeah,
For this
exactly.
one.
Show us some new ones. So this is one of the new ones, right? Like I don't
Yes,
remember
yes,
this
yes,
one.
yes.
Tell me one thing. Do we have red lipstick finally?
I
we have
will
that?
see.
Yes, we do. That's another one. That's another
Finally.
one.
Finally.
What's also cool that you can actually choose the style of your lipstick. So it's either glossy or
matte.
Or matte,
Matte,
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here you have
Yeah,
the
Red
beautiful
This is what
red.
I'm talking about.
Ustunie.
I think glossy is also my choice. Yeah, that
And
would be something.
also we have so many new beautiful makeup options for your eyes. Oh, as you can see, Amelia is quickly going through them, but definitely you guys need to check them out. And they're not only available here in the mirror, but
Okay.
you can also, like, if you decide to create the new character from the start, then it's also available in character creator at the beginning
Same
of the
picture,
game.
to jest to samo.
With an improved lighting, as we can see now, it's much more natural than it used to be.
Pięknie.
Yes,
Okay.
for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go for hearts.
Oh,
Okay,
hearts on the
excellent.
cheeks, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we have also added like a small touch, like a more of
Touch.
like a narrative touch here.
Human
basically, after
touch.
changing it, you can see basically he looking at herself in the mirror. Just to give it more of a feel. Okay, let's. Exactly.
No,
Actually,
guys,
doesn't
we need you to show us your own like makeovers after you have the patch downloaded,
Nie
because
wierzę.
we're curious what we. I was talking to the viewers, but yeah, Philip, send.
Red lipstick. Red lipstick.
Exactly. Let's jump on it. Okay, but it's so that was basically a second DLC as
Yes.
far as I'm aware,
Yes.
right?
Jezu,
Like,
to już 2
but
DLC
that's not
mówili?
all, right?
Nie,
we
Boże,
also
nie.
have
The
a-
third one.
The
We
third
also
one
have
is
a
right
third one.
here.
And the third one is a pretty big one.
It's actually, we've been talking about this makeover,
yeah.
and now we go to home makeovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy six.
Exactly. So we have added basically a new website in your computer on this apartment.
Czy
called
to
Easy
jest
Estate.
XXI wiek
And
gamingu?
here you have two different options, as I can see, for rent and
makeovers.
renovations and makeovers.
Nie.
We're gonna go for makeovers first because our V just got makeover, so I think the flat also,
like fit with
requires
her.
one, to fit the theme and all that stuff. And we have
and you-
6 options.
You know, Amelia, which one would fit with the pink and
I
blue
don't wanna
hair?
know. I don't wanna know.
The pink flamingo one.
The Pink Flamingo. Okay.
Flamingo
Oh,
City,
goodness.
sorry.
Flamingo City. Okay, so here basically after choosing a certain makeover, you can see basically enlarged pictures so that you as a player, you can basically see, okay, does it feel, does it work for me? Can I express my masculinity fully using this pink makeover? So here you can do it.
Okay, let's see it in the full glory.
Okay, yeah, let's look
Brak
at it.
słów.
It's
So-
definitely
it-
pink. And it's green.
But it cost us only 10k, so
You owe me
that's not bad.
10k.
Okay, let's talk after the stream.
Okay.
Right. So as you can see, basically, like the whole apartment sort of gets a pretty decent, I would say, repaint. And you have, like, as we said, 6 styles, right, to
Yes.
pick from. Cool.
So whichever represents you best, you can pick one of those.
Yeah.
But there's also more on the website.
Ojej,
Yeah,
aha.
there was
Let's
Let's
more
go
on the
back.
website.
Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back.
I'm actually
basically,
super
this
excited about
option,
this one.
This option was for the players who really loved, like, the base V's apartment in the mega block, and the mega building, but there is more.
So we introduced 4 new apartments for you to rent, and each of them is located in different place in Night City. So basically, whichever fits you best, whichever is good for your pocket, because as we can obviously see, the Corpo one in Corpo Plaza is 55k.
Czekałem na to półtora roku.
So it's a lot more expensive than the other one in Japantown, for example, which is I think only 15k.
Yes, and I'm gonna go for this one because you took my 10k and I cannot afford Corpo Plaza anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
jeszcze raz.
so when we were actually looking into the design of the apartments for V, we thought about actually, like, for the player be able to
No.
express their own identity as V. So let's say you play as V as a corpo, right? Maybe you actually really want that Corpo Plaza and just really have that, corporate life. Or maybe when you play as Street Kid, maybe you would prefer the Japantown and so on. I encourage you really to try out, different apartments and see, for what works best for you.
Okay, but I already forgot where I have to go, so I'm gonna check.
Yeah, so this is just one of the small quality of life improvements that we have introduced for you guys.
Tak, misiek,
in the
dokładnie.
journal, you have now the apartments tab. You can go there. You see all of those apartments with actually nice flavored descriptions. You can basically track certain quests, to get there. You don't have to use the website, though, to rent the apartment. You can actually do it at the place. You have a separate scene, that introduces you into it. Again, just a small quality of life thing. We didn't want to force you, to run to the apartment and do that.
Yeah, so either by the website in this apartment, or you can just stumble onto those apartments across the city.
Yes,
when
and
you
they
are-
have-
And it's worth adding that we've got that this DLC is enabled similar to the Wilson's Sale DLC. So after the beginning
Czyli
of
jeszcze
the
raz.
first act of the game.
Wyprzedaż w jednym sklepie to jest całe DLC.
I think we have a question from the chat from
Aha.
McBeefy. Does Nibbles follow you home to the new apartment?
No, actually, Nibbles doesn't. And Nibbles does not follow you to the new apartment.
To Scott pewnie, nie?
Nibbles is really a keen of your apartment in the in Mega Block. However, Nibbles also
Boże.
got some new secrets to uncover because this patch is actually packed with things that we won't talk about and things that are not even included anywhere, and it's only for you to find. So we made sure that there's something for you to find regarding this as well, but I won't say anything more.
So there are
Paul
some
just
new...
saying that he prepared something that nobody knows about it, even in the company.
I think one person and one QA knows what we did. So it's
Damn it.
like probably 3 people know about it.
So Night City has some
Co
new
za
secrets
firma,
to be
Boże
discovered for you guys right
Okay.
after the patch.
And now,
We
now, Miles will kill us all because we just fast travel.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know,
Miles,
but
if you're
but
watching.
the time, we have to fit all of that into this short stream. But the next time
Short
we will be
stream.
in Night City, we will definitely take a nice slow walk because
Because you can do it now.
Because you can.
because
we
you
can.
because we added a walk button, walk toggle to PC. So basically you can now just walk slowly and admire Night
Co
City
tu się
while
dzieje,
doing
nie?
that.
You
Yeah,
can
so
flex in Night City.
Yeah, you can flex walking. I mean, but it's not really like a huge feature or anything, but we know you guys wanted it, right? Like it was highly requested, of course.
Zrobiliśmy, tak, to było na pierwszym miejscu rzeczy do zrobienia. Walk button.
We really listen. But
Tak,
then
Jezu,
we
nie.
ended up in our new place.
Yes, we ready.
Drum roll.
So let's go and let's see it.
Teraz będzie pół godziny o domku. Moment.
Just hit the door.
Ta-da!
Right. So first time when we actually get to your apartment, there's this small video that will introduce you to it. But then, of course, you know, you can move around and actually enjoy the place. So I think here we can also mention work that our environment art team has been doing, actually preparing those apartments.
Okay, so actually, I can see that we have another question from the chat. And it's asking, do you need to pay rent for that or buy these apartments? And the answer is very simple. This is a one-time payment for the apartment. So you rent it, you pay it one time, and it's yours.
Takie problemy, nie?
You pay 55k once, and it's yours. This Japantown, it's a little bit cheaper, just 15k, and it's yours.
Q&A, na które po prostu czekaliśmy.
Exactly.
Nice
but
apartment.
when Amelia was like moving through the flat, we saw that there's a bunch of new interactions that we have actually added in the flat for the player for pretty much role playing. So let's
role play moment. Mamy dużą definicję, ale
Gonna do this.
Burning incense.
Yeah, so basically the interactions that we have in those different departments, those are small things, but they are all basically contributing to you as a player, to the feeling of really role-playing and being in a night city and really enjoying it. That's something that a lot of players really asked for, and we felt that it was, of course, a very reasonable request. That's why, you know, when working new apartments, we actually added.
Now, can
So
we
we can
play?
also, let's play the guitar. Because
Yeah.
actually the chat is demanding we play the guitar.
Okay, we'll play the
co
guitar.
chce waszej
What
pewnie,
tune
a
do we
nie...
have to play?
Sure, mom.
What song?
The best one. The
Archangel.
best one.
The best.
The best
best.
one? So the best
Yeah.
one. Okay, let's
The
play
Never Fade
Archangel.
Away is the best one, obviously.
Przenikające paznokcie i palce, nie, no.
And here you can see the design, guitar design from
Boże,
80s.
nie.
Basically, it's a headless guitar. It's close to the real
It's
one.
by
guitars.
design.
Yeah, and I have to appreciate work from our animators and cinematic artists because I really like how they make moving fingers on the
Moving
because it's pretty
fingers.
accurate. Right and left hand works really good, really accurate. So this
Wcale
is
nie widzimy tych
small little
paznokci.
touch, but I like it very much.
Do you play the guitar?
But what else
Jak
we
gość
have in the
streamuje,
apartment,
nie?
right? Because it was cool, you know, to sit down and chill and whatnot. But I think there is more that we
Oh,
have
yes,
added.
yes. So while we are showing something more, we have another question, whether you can own all of the apartments at once. And
Yes, if you're very fucking filthy
yes,
rich,
yes.
sure you can. Of course, there's no limit. You can actually own all of the apartments, so feel free to do it.
You just need enough eddies to do that.
Yeah. So talking about those interactions that we have added, there's actually more things that we've done, right? Because some of those actually give you buffs.
Yeah, but maybe let's talk about that one first. I think someone was asking about it. We have the stash right there on the right. No?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, sure. We can also really quickly talk about the stash. So basically, apartments come in with the stashes, and here
Stasheks.
we have basically introduced another quality of life improvement that all the stashes in all the apartments are actually shared. So now, as a player, basically whichever apartment you have, wherever weapon
Tego nie
you
było?
place, you can
Przepraszam, bo już
actually
nie wiem.
place it there, and they all actually show up on
To
the
było
wall.
w
We
Wiedźminie
paid,
tak samo,
attention
ale...
to that because we thought it's important. A lot of players really love to collect all those guns on the walls, so here you can do it.
And also, they are connected with stashes in players' vehicles. So
Yes,
this is the
that's
whole web of stashes.
A, tylko w jednym apartamencie,
It's all
dziękuję
together.
Karczu,
Okay,
Boże, okej.
now we can go to sleep and showcase you that some of the activities in the apartment actually give us buffs.
Yeah, for
Buffs.
example, sleeping give you buff to experience points.
Jest
skills.
jaki geniusz balansu to odkrył, nie?
Exactly. There's and there's a bunch more actually that we will just leave the players to discover. But
Spanie w
talking
butach.
about sleeping, right? I need to tell you about something.
Yeah.
So we know that you guys are really loving the romances, right, in our game, and you're like really liking the characters. So we looked back in our romances into our 4 romance partners, and we introduced a bunch of new changes and improvements there. And one of the things that you can do right now is throughout the development of the relationships with those characters, you can actually message them way more often throughout the whole development of that romances. And it's done differently for each character. We paid attention to the personality of a certain character. There's a bunch of new things to discover there, which I won't talk about. I'm sure that someone will eventually find it and encourage you to talk to your partners. But as you know, when you become a partner with someone, that place of that person's place becomes a safe house, and that safe house has actually got some improvements.
Okay. So what happened there, or we don't want to spoil that?
Maybe I don't want to spoil it, but one thing we can mention, the option to, when you're going to sleep, if you're a partner with someone, let's say Judy, there is a chance, I won't spoil how it's done exactly, but there's a chance that you wake up next to your beloved person. And then there's more things actually connected to this. Those are small touches. Basically, it's nothing really major, but those are small touches throughout the whole storylines of those characters that basically make you feel really that you're closer to that characters. And also they give you like a proper sort of a continuation to that romance story arc. And I know that a lot of you requested that. So.
I mean, and it's just in time for Valentine's Day, which was yesterday, so perfect timing.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I need to shower.
CDP w pigułce, perfect timing.
Because I drank all my whiskey, so I'm just
Sam raz na premierę, perfect timing.
Yeah, so this is one of the fixes that we have done.
Yes, which means V is actually taking her clothes off in the shower, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, I remember I went to Reddit at one point, and I was shocked to discover that you guys shower undressed, right? And, like, that was not really something that came to my mind right away. But apparently, most people shower with no clothes. So we decided, okay, so we need to change it, right?
Don't tell me you actually shower.
To tak stoi pod prysznicem.
I do that randomly, just depends. Anyway,
Postać powinna się kłaść w kącie i płakać po prostu.
Yeah, okay. But also I can see that the shower actually gave us another buff.
Yeah, exactly. We can see the buff, and also I think Amelia just passed next to the mirror, right? Amelia,
Jezu.
we could take a look at
Uwaga.
that. Because one thing I wanted to mention is, like, aside of those, interactions that allow you to roleplay a bit more and just really feeling like being in a night city, as a player, you also have the mirrors in all of the apartments where you can actually access the option to mod your own appearance.
Yeah. So right now, actually, Johnny messed it up a little bit for us.
Yeah, Johnny says no.
But in general, all of the apartments have the mirrors where you can customize your character.
Yeah. Johnny is here, of course, intentionally, right? Because, like, as his a long-time memory slowly leaking to your short-term memory, and your personalities are merging and whatnot, he basically starts appearing in the mirrors. So that's, of course, intentional. That's not a bug, as I've seen sometimes people claim. That was, of course, intentional. And here in that case, from time to time, Johnny will appear. And you could see that Amelia was actually able to get into the modding of the face again and change the face.
Wow.
Okay, but speaking of Johnny, we actually went through like 3 different DLCs, which are the new guns for V, the new apartments for V, the new customizations to V's look. Yeah. But we also added a DLC for Johnny. And yes, we did. So basically we added a few new photo mode poses for him. So now whenever you are in the scene in his memories, when you are playing as Johnny, you can take opportunity and take some nice pictures with Johnny.
Exactly, and because we know that the the virtual photography scene for Cyberpunk is really huge. Like, we actually follow it kind of closely. Like, I personally love watching fans' creations and what you guys can do and stuff. So now you can actually do it with Johnny as well. You don't have to mod everything, basically. You can do it with him here.
Yeah, so those new poses will be available in the flashback quest, like I mentioned, where you are actually playing as Johnny. And come on, guys, show us what you got. We're really curious what you can create with that.
Exactly.
All right. So, guys, I don't know. I think we were talking for a very long time about those things,
Godzina.
and this is not even
10
everything that
zmian.
is going in the patch 1.5.
No, it's just a bunch of the most important changes or changes that we wanted to show. Like the list is much longer, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's maybe sum up. So we had a few DLCs coming your way. We have some extra improvements, and pretty much now
Jeszcze
we can
raz.
also see what platform gets what, right?
Yes. So the
Rebalans.
DLCs
Hard
are
dressing
available
mirror.
for all platforms. Most of the
Mówiłem
bug
10, czy się
fixes,
pomyliłem?
improvements, rebalances, stuff like that.
Raz,
Also
dwa.
available on all possible platforms.
Co
There
do-
are a
co
couple
do-
of things that won't be going to the last gen platforms because of the memory
Aha,
issues
to jest
mostly.
najciekawsze.
But in general, most of you will get the same. And
Tłumy są-
here is a
nie wierzę w
nice
to.
list of all of that. And this is going to be a pretty big patch with all of that stuff. It's gonna be around 50 gigabytes, right?
It's a chunky
50
boy.
gigabajtów.
I like to say.
50.
Chunky boy, yeah. So once the patch is live, most platforms will just get an automatic update, and you will be able to update the game and just start playing it on the new patch. There's one exception though, which is a PlayStation 5, because the PS4 version that you are now playing on your PS5 with backwards compatibility is actually a different version of the game than the PS5 version, which is next gen improved.
Jeszcze raz.
So you're gonna have to go to your library and download the PS5 version manually.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning that you have to move your save from playthrough on PS4 version of the game to the PS5.
Exactly, and you can move only one, right? Like Philip, from
Yeah.
what I...
Yeah. That's right. And
Exactly.
one more thing, we also on PS5 we support dual senses, haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, and you can try them when you are driving cars, and it's also supported in weapons when you use them.
Yeah,
So
and it's
each-
also like supported in like sex scenes, from what I remember,
Yeah,
because
Pavel.
I implemented it.
Pavel implemented this in every sex scene personally.
No, I mean, I implemented in Joy Toys. I implemented
Okay.
Joy Toys. Like, so, hey.
You were like the main QA for this part, right?
Main designer, QA, programmer.
You're just running around with a dildo implementing
Są
that
jak te
stuff
memy.
into sex.
Benis.
You know, like,
Boże,
I
nie.
just have a lot of hobbies, you know. This is how it's called. But speaking about DualSense, there's more, right? Because there's also a speaker.
To jest terapia
Yeah,
grupowa, Saśko.
Also we use speaker in the gamepad on PS5.
So basically anything that is happening in this head,
Tak, hehe,
like
bo
getting,
wiecie, Boże.
phone calls,
Jezu,
text,
to wkleił.
stuff like that, the sound will be coming out of the controller's speaker, so it's like closer to you.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, so what now?
What now? Now I think it's time to talk about the difference in modes on next gen platforms, right?
O Jezu.
Yeah, that's the important point.
So we have performance versus ray tracing. Our gameplay was in the performance mode, am I correct?
Yes.
So basically, you can either choose between performance when you
Tak,
get
umiemy
60
czytać.
FPS or ray tracing with the RTX enabled. So basically, whatever you feel is more important for you when you are playing the game, you can choose the correct mode to go to. Easy as that.
Easy as that.
Ciekawe,
But we
czy są
talked about
odbicia
next gen, but we
ray
also have
trace'owe na
something,
konsolach next-genowych, bo
I
chyba
think
nie.
important for PC players. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
Oh, yes.
We added something like benchmark. So pretty much, if you wanna, check how your GPU, your PC will actually perform, go to main settings, then press B as benchmark, and then you'll have a section of like a few dynamic scenes where the FPS is pretty much like constantly, counted. How it's gonna be with RTX on, with RTX off. with DLSS on performance, balance, quality, whatever you prefer. You know,
Benchmarkerzy
try them on,
oszaleją.
find the best one for you. Right now on the screen you can see that this is this benchmark is actually recorded. It comes from NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090. It's on 2K with the SS
70 FPS-ów na
So you can
390,
see the
nie?
FPS in the top left corner. It's going to be, you know, 70, 80, something around that on this settings.
Right.
But like I mentioned, you know,
Tak, w 2K to nie jest...
Exactly, and I think that's the key always, you know, to make the game work best. But Amelia, so that benchmark is available for both?
Yes, for all GPUs out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and,
60.
about technical stuff, one thing more. We support AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution now.
Yes. Finally, I've got so many
Minimum
questions
25, Boże.
yeah, all the time about this, and I couldn't say anything because I knew that we are working on it, and I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. But now I can.
Yeah,
It's-
now
it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
It's gonna be in the game. Okay, guys, I think we are almost there. We talked about all the changes, all the DLCs, the next-gen features, how to download the patch even. But the question remaining is when to download the patch.
Yep, exactly.
Czerwiec.
I
Moment.
think we can watch it.
Yes, let's watch it.
Let's watch it then.
Jeszcze raz, co? Aha, będzie na zwiastun z pupy.
Night City? Man, I fucking love it. I was born here, I live here, and downright refuse to die anywhere else. What the?
170 people were killed in a cyber psycho attack shocks Red Springs. This is N54
Listen, kid. If there's one thing I can tell you about this city, you either love it or want to burn it. No middle ground. Coming here is a crash course in the survival of the fittest.
Jezu, to wygląda 100 razy lepiej tak swoją drogą.
The most vile
Na tym zwiastunie.
and most corrupted gonks.
See this badge? That means I can do whatever the fuck I want.
But behind the blinding lights and all
Policja
the
to
lies,
temat
you
tabu,
might just
podejrzewam.
discover a beauty that can only be
Mogę na
found.
przykład zespawnować się na
Night City
twoich
is full of
plecach. To
love,
policjant miał na myśli.
friendships, and family ties that run deeper than any cyberware eddies can buy.
Zapper dumples and filth. In some ways, Night City never changes.
Dobrze, że tego zwiastunu nie pokazali wcześniej, bo by... Ta scena z tym trauma teamem, który 15 razy pokazują, jedyna scena. Znam ją na pamięć już, każdy ruch.
It's the city's promise. Not everyone's buying it, but if you want to know for sure, you just need to try it for yourself.
Wow, dobra, można pobierać, pobiorę.
Yep.
There no mistakes there.
Yep, exactly.
Znowu to zrobili.
The patch,
Nie.
the next gen update, patch 1.5 with all of this cool stuff that we've been talking about since 4
Tutaj
p.m.
brakuje zera,
is
powinno
now
być 1005
for
najmniej.
everyone on all of the platforms. So guys,
Exactly,
when-
guys. No bullshitting. Just go and download it and check it yourself. Really.
Yes, and while we're talking about checking it out yourself, as you can see, we also release a free trial for all next-gen platforms, so PlayStation 5 Series, Xbox Series S and X. So
Szczerze,
if you still don't have
najwięcej
the game,
pewnie pracowali
now is
nad
your
tym
chance to
demem.
actually, you know, go to the store per platform and download it and try it yourself.
To chyba ewenement, nie?
if
Wiedźmin
you-
nie miał demo.
If you actually are happy with Night City and if you like it.
Yeah, and what's important, if you try the trial and then decide, okay, I liked it, I want to buy the game, you can actually transfer your save to the full game. So the 5 hours, they won't be wasted. You don't lose anything. It's coming back. You can continue playing on the same save.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
and
from like
I know that like some of our players will probably prove us that, you know, you can even finish the game in 5 hours. But I mean, you know, that's fair. If you guys can do it, just go for it. Really, like, check it out yourself, try it out, you know, love it or burn it, really, like, see, you know, what Cyberpunk is.
Yes, totally. But like from like technical point of view as well, what's worth mentioning, the trial will be available for you for 30 days. Like we mentioned, 5 hours, and it's gonna be available for free. As the patch. Patch is also free for you.
Yes.
Jezu,
right
tak,
now.
patch jest darmowy, nie, CD
So
przegina z
this is
dobrocią.
everything basically.
Tak?
If you want
Nie,
to
żadne
go
EA.
and download
To jest
the
dobra
game
korporacja
right now, the
CDP.
patch 1.5,
Patche za darmo.
you can just do it because it's already live. And in the meantime, if you are looking to get real into all of the changes that we introduced in the patch, which we weren't able to tell you about all of them in the stream, the patch notes are now available on cyberpunk.net, so you can go and read them all.
Nie pomyl mi
Yeah,
się.
but secret Pavel's changes you have to find by yourself.
You have to find yourself, yes.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, like during this stream, we have mostly focused on like improvements and add-ons and like new stuff or things that you guys have requested or like some bigger bugs, let's say. But there was actually a ton of bug fix that lots of departments have been working on for past months. And that is nowhere to be
półtora
found
roku,
on
to
the
nie
patch
jest
notes. You won't find it there. You will actually only experience it in the game. We didn't want to like stuff the patch notes with like thousands of entries because that was pointless. We only
Halo, to mi się net
focus
zepsuł.
on the most important things for you. So really the only way to experience that is to get the free trial or really boot the game and check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah. So I think our job here is done. You guys just go, download the patch, check out the patch notes, and enjoy Night City. Hope you're gonna love it.
Have fun, everyone, and I'll see you around.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope we'll see each other in Night City. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
everyone.
Nice City Online. Nie wiem, no żenada, dobra, szanujmy się. Żenada. Szkoda gadać. W sensie, no... Wiemy co... Zakładamy... Jedyne co jest ważne, to jest nadzieja taka, że faktycznie ruszyli jakieś podstawy tego pseudosilnika, który nie działa. Ale mam wątpliwości, że tak było. Podejrzewam, że to jest wszystko... powierzchowne naprawki. To jest Red Streams, najważniejsze. Szukam changeloga, ale boję się, żeby ciężko go znaleźć. Nie, no to było giga słabe. Dobrze. To widzę społeczność już. Do zobaczenia na Trovo. O Jezu. Ja muszę zniknąć na pół godziny, dobra? I widzimy się gdzieś przed 18 w takim razie. W ciągu dalszym cyrku. Dzisiaj sprawdzimy chwilę sobie ten Cyberpunk, ale realnie będziemy robić coś z tych tutaj atrakcji. GTFO z kolegami brzmi bardzo fajnie. Więc Ksentofon, niestety mam problem, mam nadzieję, że skonfiguruję stream, bo była aktualizacja do OBS. Tak, tutaj jak Ksentofon sobie chciał wyciąć, to może. A ja będę przed 18, pół godzinki potrzebuję, do zobaczenia.